honor unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. We want us to the elder apostles, great millstone. Salutation and much love. You all came out here pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. And you know, out here in Tampa Bay, Florida, once again, out here to preach the gospel of the Bible, all right, of Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai. All right, to warn our people of the coming calamities. And the main prophecy that is coming, all right, is the destruction of America, all right? And before that, you're gonna have a lot of calamities going on around the earth, all right? Pestilence, famine, all right? The mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, all right? But you know, today we're gonna start off in the destruction that's coming to this place, man.
All right. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." You know, and that's why, like the brother was just saying, that's why we come out here on the highways and byways and we talk to them. We preach unto the nations. All right, the coming destruction, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. All right, we talk about the salvation. All right, because all of that all these words of Yahweh have to get pushed out to the four corners, and then the end shall come, man. All right,
and that's how you know that we're in the end times, man. Because what the word is around the four corners through the media, or the online media, YouTube, all right, social media. All right, has catapulted this word to be spread through the four corners of the earth, man. Get Psalms 19, because this is how the word's gonna go to the four corners of the earth. All right, it's not. All right, when that was said, all right, they were still in the Middle East out there, man. And how it's like told that to his disciples.
Book of Psalms.
You found it, brother?
Chapter 19.
I don't know what channel we're on.
What, start from the top?
Yeah.
This is Psalms chapter 19, verse 1. It says, "The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork."
That's right, man. Go ahead.
Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
That's right. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night uttereth knowledge, man. Because what? You can get on the internet any time of the day, all right, 24/7, and watch the Hebrew Israelite videos, man. You can get this word anywhere, as long as you got some kind of internet connection, which internet is everywhere, right? You got Wi-Fi, all right, you got 4G, 5G, everywhere, man. Even in shithole countries, as Trump said, you know, you have internet there, man. All right, so there's really no excuse for you not to know that the end was coming. Go ahead.
Rakta.
This is verse 3. "There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard."
That's right, because you got brothers that speak all kinds of languages, man, speak in different tongues. You got brothers that speak English, Spanish, Dutch, Italian, French, Romanian, sign language. Literally, if you can't even hear, you can still get this word, man. You can be deaf, and you can still get the word. All right, you can, and if they say that you don't speak of any of those languages, well, guess what? They got subtitles, so you're gonna get the gist of it at the very least. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 4. "Their line has gone out through all the earth."
See, the line has gone out through all the earth, man. Because what? If you look at how the internet connection works, man, when they show it to you on like a CGI thing, it's like a web. You know, with lines leading to other. This line leads to that country, and that country. You know what I'm saying? So it's a web, man. That's why they call it the World Wide Web. Right, online, you go online when you get on the internet. You know, go ahead.
"And their words to the end of the world, in them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoices as a strong man to run a race."
That was it on that.
You want to get verse 6? Or the circuit to the ends of it? This is verse 6. "His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuits unto the end of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof." You know, and that's talking about the internet, man. All right, the satellites getting the signals. All right, because you get a computer that's wireless or whatever, it might be plugged into the wall on a internet
Ethernet cord.
Yeah, Ethernet cord. All right, but that signal is getting sent up to these satellites, and then it's getting brought down to wherever other places getting watched at, man. All right, so that's talking about them circuits, man. All right.
Right, man. And, you know, and that's why you're not gonna have no excuse, man, of the upcoming, the pending doom, man. All right, the destruction of America. You're not gonna be able to tell the Most High that you didn't know, because you either saw a video online, you walked past the prophets of the Lord, right? You heard the prophecies coming out, right? Get Malachi 4:1.
I got a quick precept real quick.
Good.
Back up the brother real quick. This is John, St. John, chapter 15, verse 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin.
And that's when Yahushua was on the scene. But now he's not here. But what? He sent out his prophets, man, to warn you, to tell you to get right, all right? To wash the hands off our blood. So you're not gonna have no cloak for your sins, because we're telling you what's right and what's wrong through the Holy Scriptures, man. All right, so you're not going to be able to try to justify yourself and say, well, you didn't know this, you were misled, whatever. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the deceiver are in the hands of the Lord. All right. When the Lord brings utter destruction upon this place, He's not gonna be hearing no excuses, man. He's just coming to bring destruction and salvation to a certain elect. All right. Go ahead.
This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
That's right. The Bible says, behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. All right? The Lord didn't say that He's coming to bring roses and high fives and hugs to everybody. He said that He's going to bring the day that's going to burn like an oven. All right, what's going to make this place burn like an oven? These nuclear missiles that are being prepared around the four corners of the earth. You got North Korea over there testing short-range missiles. You got Russia making stockpiles of ICBMs, man, and America as well, man. We talk about Russia a lot with their missiles, but guess what? America ain't too far behind, man. America got a large supply of nuclear missiles, all right. But guess what? America's going to be the place of great destruction. All right, 200 million missiles are going to hit America, and each and every one of you that want to continue in your folly and disobey the Lord, you're going to die in those missiles if you even make it, because you might starve to death. You might get shot in the face by a martial law troop. All right, because great judgment is coming to America.
Right.
Go ahead.
And all the proud, ye and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
That's right. All the proud and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, man. So all these proud to be an American, all right, proud this and proud the Pride Parade, all right, all you Americans are proud as hell. So guess what? The Lord said that you're gonna be stubble in that day, man. All right, you're gonna be missile food. You're gonna be disintegrated upon your feet. Get Zechariah 14 real quick. No, there's more on that. Read that again from the proud and the wicked.
And all the proud and all that do wicked shall be stubble.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts.
That's right, man. The day that's coming is gonna burn you up. The day of the Lord, when the Lord returns, that's gonna be a day of vengeance, a day of either salvation or death, man. All right, because the Lord ain't coming back to plead with you or to reason with you, so to say, because He is coming to plead with all flesh. All right, but He's coming to give you your judgment, man. At that time, if you wait till the Lord returns to try to get right, it's too late. All right, when you see the chariots in the sky and you try to get right, it's gonna be too late, man. All right, because that's the day that it's gonna be burning like an oven. All right, nuclear destruction. We're talking about thermonuclear destruction, man. These missiles burn like 20 million degrees, man, and you're gonna feel every degree of it, man. They talk about first degree and second degree burns, man. That ain't nothing compared to what the Lord is gonna do to you people. Okay. You got that, Zechariah?
This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
God, this is going to be the plague, man, that the Lord is going to send that against all the people that fight against Jerusalem. And it's not talking about those gutter rats over there in the land of Israel right now. All right? It's talking about Jerusalem, which is a people before a place, man. All right? So anybody that's been fighting against us throughout the centuries is going to be destroyed, man. All right? Including 2/3 of our own people. Go ahead.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Yeah, and here's a perfect example of what it's going to be like, man. That movie, Terminator Judgment Day. All right? They named it Judgment Day for a reason, man, because they know when the Lord returns, that's going to be the judgment. That's going to be the Judgment Day, man. And that's what it's going to look like for a lot of these people out here in America, man. It's going to be, they're going to be standing upon their feet, man. Read that again, Bible show.
Says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
That's right. So it said, while you stand upon your feet. So when you're dead, you're not standing upon your feet. All right, you're laying flat. So that's what that's saying is you're gonna be alive to feel these missiles burn you up.
That's right.
All right. That's thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
And then what did it say about the eyeballs?
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
You hear that? So your eyes and your tongues are going to be burned up by these thermonuclear missiles right before you get put to death by a slow, painful, fiery death, man. That's what the Lord got in store for a lot of you damn devils out here, man.
All right.
And these devils, man, they're two nationalities, Edomites. All right, there's no such thing as white people. All right, ain't no white people gonna be destroyed by missiles, but a lot of people, a lot of Edomites is gonna be destroyed by missiles because the white is gonna be saved, man. Like the scriptures say, many shall be purified and made white. All right, in the book of Daniel, chapter 12. All right, the real white ones are gonna be called up into them chariots to meet the Lord in the air. But with these red Hebrew Edomites, they're gonna be down here getting their judgment. All right, and if they happen to make it, happen to escape the fiery destruction of the Lord, then you're going straight into slavery. That's what the Lord got coming for you red Hebrew Edomites.
Right. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from Yahweh shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor.
Yeah, that's going into really before the time of those missiles, man, or the missiles. Before the time of the missiles, man, you're gonna wish that you get put to death in that time, though. And a lot of people will, but guess what? A lot of people is allotted for the missiles. You got something, brother?
Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
That's right, man. So the Bible's saying that on the day of the Lord, even the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. All right, so what's this that they're telling you in the churches that they can't wait? Get that, what is it unto you? Desire the day of the Lord? Amos. Yeah, because you got people really wishing upon the day of the Lord. And really, they don't know what the day of the Lord consists of, man. The day of the Lord consists of death and destruction.
And I'll read the next verse.
I got it.
I'll read the next verse before you get that. Verse 15. It says, that day is a day of wrath.
Day of wrath, man. When the Lord shows his wrath, it doesn't seem too friendly, man. When the Lord showed his wrath unto the Israelites, man, he almost utterly destroyed them, man. So what do you think he's going to do on this last go around?
A day of trouble and distress.
Day of trouble and distress. That doesn't sound something that you want to be part of, man. Because that's why we hasten for the day of the Lord. Because what? We want salvation, but we don't want to taste of none of that wrath, man. We want to be able to spectate it, but we don't want to be a part of that destruction, man. We don't want to be a part of the 2/3, man, getting beat down in the streets, shot down, race riots. No, we want to be hidden in that time, man. We want to have the shadow of the Lord protecting us, man. We want to just be able to sit back and watch this thing unfold. You know, maybe sip some yayan. You know, while people are getting their brains bashed in the streets. You hear babies crying in the distance, and they just silence. Gunshots in the distance. Women hollering because they're getting raped to death. All right, we don't want no part of that, man. We just want to be, but wait, hey, when the Lord gives us that power to be part of it, you best believe we coming out to take heads off, man. All right, when that time of Jeremiah 16:16 comes about.
A day of darkness, it says a day of wasteness and desolation.
Yeah, a day of wasteness and desolation, man. Because what? I mean, the whole of America is going to be wasted, man. And it's going to become desolate.
A day of darkness and gloominess.
A day of darkness and gloominess, man. There ain't going to be no light out here, man. Ain't nobody going to have the answers in that time. All right, the time to get the answers is now. All right, before the Lord removes himself from this place. All right, before he hides his face from these, for what you see right now, man. Because really, you see in the Yahweh Shemi outside right now, man. Because we're his ambassadors, man. His messengers. And when the Lord removes us off the streets and off the internet, you're screwed, man. You're going to have to fend for yourself in that day. So that's why we're warning you of the coming destruction. Hey, because what? That's what watchmen do. Watchmen are set up to watch and blow the horn, blow the trumpet when they see upcoming destruction, all right, upcoming calamities. All right, and what we see is 100% chance of raining nuclear missiles, man. All right, we're the spiritual weathermen, and we're warning you of a storm coming, man. And it's gonna drop like it's cloudy with a chance of missiles, man. Because it's gonna be a dark and gloomy day, and guess what's gonna be coming out of them clouds? Laser beams and nuclear missiles. All right, that's gonna be the end of America, man. America's not gonna be great again. All right, you're not getting your 401k. You're gonna get a missile. That's what you're gonna get, or you might starve to death. Go ahead.
A day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
That's right, man. All these cities with missile defense systems, all right, nice little militaries, all that's going out the window when the Lord returns, man. All right, because the Lord, you know, He gonna have these countries shoot missiles upon each other. But guess what, man? The Lord, when He comes, He's coming to subdue everybody, man. All right, that's why they're gonna fight against Him. But what? It's gonna be a landslide victory for the Lord. That's right. The Lord's gonna come to subdue everybody and anybody, man. If you ain't with Him, the true Heavenly Father and His Son, according to the Bible, then you're gonna receive death and destruction.
That's right.
Two more verses.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
Read that again, Baba Shah, about the dust.
It says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
That's right, man. So these people's blood is gonna be as dust out here, man. And mainly because they're gonna be beaten to powder, man. All right, like I think it's in second Esdras, that all you're gonna be able to smell is what is it?
Oh, 13.
The dust.
13.
Yeah. Somebody want to get that? Because that's all you're gonna be able to smell, man. Like that movie War of the Worlds, all right, where the laser beams was beating the people in the powder, man. Their clothes were just falling, and they just became dust, man. They became disintegrated. That's what's gonna happen in these last days, man. It's gonna be the realest horror flick you've ever seen in your life, man. And you're gonna be living it. You're gonna be a part of it. The starring role, and every one of these 2/3 and simpletons out here in America is gonna have a star role in that movie, man.
Verse 11.
Okay, did you guys bring it up?
The brother had it.
I got it.
I'm holding that aim.
Yeah, keep it holding.
All right, it's us. Where you want me to start at? Like, I started.
But what's spirit, man? Where we going?
Gotta start from the top. I was gonna say 5. Let's start from 5. All right. Second Esdras 13 verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain.
And this talking about the one people are going to call Jesus Christ, all right, Yahushua, man. And that great mountain talking about the chariot, all right, the fathership that He's going to return on. All right, because the Lord, you know, a misconception is that the Lord's just going to come floating out the sky on a pillow, okay, or with wings on His back, man, like yeah. The Lord is coming with what you ignorantly call UFOs, chariots of the Lord, all right? Just like in the movie Independence Day, that big chariot, all right? That everybody saw, and everybody stood still when they saw it. They couldn't do nothing but just stand there in fear. Go ahead.
God. But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereof the hill was graven, and I could not.
That's right. So Ezra's is looking for that where it begins or where it ends. He couldn't, man. That's how big it's gonna be, man. The end of the ship is far beyond what your physical eyes can see, man. That means because I forgot the exact number, but your eyes can see for a certain amount of miles, and he couldn't even see the end of a ship. So that goes to show you how big the ship is, man.
Hey, I was gonna say, to give a visual representation of that, that's like in the movie Independence Day, all right? So if you was around these buildings, like we just seen this big ass ship back there, but because it was just like so big in the space that we was at, you couldn't see the whole thing. But going back to but just imagine seeing this, you looking up over top of the buildings, and you can't see where it starts and where it ends at, you know? As you looking up, you see from one end of the buildings to the other end, it's just a chariot, man. That was what they was depicted in that scene in Independence Day, when the first sighting of the chariot, when they was coming out throughout the clouds, all right?
It's gonna